I love Christmas. I love the decorations, the music, and the gaiety of the whole season. It's a time when society tends to come together as a whole and go out of their way to be kind to one another. But Christmas also makes for a great horror theme, and few movies do it better than Michael Dougherty's Krampus. What sets Krampus apart from the rest of the pack is its use of Christmas as more than a mere backdrop. It truly explores what the holiday means. Christmas is a strange religious holiday with pagan undertones that's celebrated by a multitude of faiths and secular people alike. It's perhaps this curious blend of wassailers that has allowed the single-day celebration to morph into this mega marketing bonanza that begins the day after Thanksgiving here in America. This maddening drive of consumerism is exactly how Krampus opens. A crazed wave of shoppers trample an innocent retail worker as the sweet sound of Perry Como's is beginning to look a lot like Christmas plays. Being someone who's worked several holidays as that lowly retail employee, I can tell you that this is all too real. We leave the fight for consumer goods to find Max in his own fight, the fight to defend Santa's honor, and a bit of his own. Whether or not Max truly believes in Santa, or if he's simply grasping for the last straws of order in all the chaos of his family life, is hard to say. Either way, Max becomes our embodiment of the true spirit of Christmas, along with Grandma, who's already been scared back onto the straight and narrow. This crossroad from childhood into adolescence is a tough one when you're asked to leave something behind that's so magical and pure like Santa Claus. As a parent of a very young child, I sometimes wonder if it's not better to be upfront about Santa and deprive her of that magic, or if those years of magic are worth that one moment of heartbreak. I mean, there's a reason so many movies about Santa Claus deal with adults no longer believing. However, the true essence of Krampus is the interaction with family. Having to spend time with that one side of the family that you'd rather just forget existed. The sly competition of who's living the better, more successful life, and turning a celebration of togetherness into a parade of lies. Dougherty has brought to life each and every one of those dynamics, right down to the ungrateful aunt who complains about the cooking. Now, I know what you're thinking. If this is the argument I'm making about the meaning of Christmas, then it's a pretty bleak outlook. And you're not entirely wrong. Krampus is holding up a mirror to our society, showing us what we've bastardized Christmas into. When our title character finally shows up, he brings with him a horde of Christmas icons that were once meant to bring joy. Now they're here to bring terror. It's sort of the same way we've taken a joyful holiday and morphed it into one of the most stressful times of the year. In the end, Max gets his wish for Christmas to be the way it once was, or so he believes. Unfortunately, once you've gone so far, it's hard to put the proverbial genie back in the bottle. The memories of the past linger. What was said and what was done can't be erased, no matter how happy of a face you put on. And so Krampus ends darkly, with Max and his family doomed to live a lie for eternity. But we're also left with our biggest message. The spirit of Christmas isn't in the consumerism or the fancy decorations or the extravagant parties. The lesson being to enjoy the spirit of the holiday and not just the things that comprise it. I still enjoy the decorations, the food, and the music, but I also think a lot more about my family. The magic of Christmas is that it gives us an excuse to slow down and truly be present with our loved ones, if only for a day. The family in Krampus finds out too late that there's so much more to the holiday, and that's a mistake that we should all strive not to make.